So the seizures have been getting worse?
Yes. With my powers drained, I can barely command my own warriors. The Lich King warned me that if I didn't reach Northrend soon, all could be lost.
Fear not, my king. Everything is being prepared for your departure. The ships are waiting at the coast and...
There's been a change of plans, King Arthas. You're not going anywhere.
Assassins! It's a trap!
You should never have returned, human. Weakened as you are, we have assumed control over the majority of your warriors. It seems your reign was short-lived.
There are too many of them, my king. Flee! Escape from the city! I'll find my own way out and meet you in the wilderness.
All right, Lich. Good luck. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hunger.
Our master Kel'Thuzad sent us to aid you. Our new skeletal mages will make short work of the rebels.
Very good. We'll need to move quickly and find any others still loyal to me. We're going to need all the support we can get. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. What is it now? Finally. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last.
We done waiting.
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. This is more like it. You will know endless torment.
By Nerub. The rebels nearly had us, King Arthas.
I would not leave my subjects to be slaughtered by this rabble.
Then we shall stand by you till the end.
This is more like it. I have need of your abilities, little shade. Will you help me?
I live only to serve you, King Arthas.
I'll make sure you suffer. Finally. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. I have need of you warriors. Come with me. The Dreadlord's guards are stationed outside that armory. If we can fight our way past them, we could commandeer the meat wagons held inside. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. I call upon your loyalty. Will you serve me? This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally, some firepower. These will help us with the main gate's defenses. Frostmourne hungers.
I shall be your eyes.
Finally. This is more like it. Finally. For the Lich King. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last.
Inventory is full.
This is more like it. Finally.
Make your choice.
No one orders me around.
The dead shall serve.
No one orders me around. This is more like it. At last.
My sight is yours.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it.
What needs revealing? Let's see. All shall be revealed. I go unseen. I'll look into it.
Tread lightly. Finally. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers.
These piles of corpses will serve us well. We can reanimate the bodies and bolster our forces as we move.
Inventory is full.
At last. No one orders me around. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers.
This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally.
Our forces are under attack.
Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Your pain shall be legendary.
Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last.
Speak, fool.
Frostmourne hungers.
My sight is yours.
For the Lich King. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
Our forces are under attack.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
This better be good.
Finally.
The restless dead await.
This is more like it.
Our forces are under
What
attack.
does the shadow will? Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. This better be good. For the Lich King.
Faithless coward.
The restless dead await.
This is more like it.
Small king, Norse king. Slay, rend, feast.
Finally. Ah, at
The
last.
dead shall serve.
We have no time for this. We must find our way out quickly.
You have my thanks, ladies. But where is your mistress?
Where is Sylvanas?
She sent us to find you, great king. We've come to escort you across the river. Once we cross it, we'll take refuge in the wilderness.